Hello and welcome to this week's Counter Attack with me, Jamie O'Hara and Jose Enrique. Massive burning question. We have to get Jose thoughts on this. Why is Klopp leaving Liverpool, Jose?
I think it's many reasons, and obviously reasons that we will probably never find out. But one that isn't never done it, so he's not gonna do it now. In terms, he's never killed the owners in the past. Why he's gonna do it now that he's leaving? But I really believe, even if he doesn't agree with me, he already said that. I think I still believe that the owners has to do a lot with it. I think it's just that you can renew your contract few months back, renewing your contract for 2 more years, and all of a sudden now you live in the club. So obviously, like Rafa, I think we mentioned, we were talking before, Rafa Benitez, it's more to it. You can renew your contract and few months after. It's not even a year after that you change your mind. It's just few months after you change your mind. I think it has to do with the owners. I think he's tired of doing miracles. That's what I believe. I believe he has to do all the time so much more than Manchester City, so much more even than Arsenal now to get what he wants in the transfer market.
Do
That's
you,
in the
do you
transfer
believe
window.
that though? Don't you think he's just tired?
But why you renew your contract then few months ago if you are tired? You understand? It doesn't make sense. I think it's more to it. And I don't know. It's my opinion. He says not. So obviously at the end, he knows his own reasons. But it's like, Jamie, put yourself in the position.
No,
Tottenham renew your contract. Tottenham
when
renew
it
your
happened,
contract 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and all the student after 3 months you say, no, literally, I want to leave.
yeah,
Well,
I feel like that
obviously
working with
something
you, Jose.
happened.
To be honest, mate.
What do you mean?
Well, when I got the contract and then I worked with you for 3 months, wanted to change my mind.
You're still here though. You're still here. We're
yeah,
still here together. We're still here.
yeah. Yeah, no, look,
So
I know what you mean. I saw what you said when it come out, and obviously when it comes to Liverpool, I listen to what you have to say. You've been there, you've been a part of the club, you know the insides of it. Um, and I kind of agreed with you. I'm like, surely Jurgen Klopp must be sitting there thinking, hold on a minute. There's no way Jurgen Klopp's retiring from management. He's had enough, and he wants to go and sail off into the sunset, put his feet up with a pina colada. There's no way. This guy's too good as a manager. He's too motivated to win things. All right, he might need a break, but I'm also on the kind of side of you. I think there's a little bit more to it. I think he's had enough of having to, deal with Pep Guardiola, who's got £1 billion squad, signs the best players every summer, gets Haaland, gets whoever he wants, and he's trying to, find players, gems from nowhere, bring players through the youth system and still competes. He's still top of the league, still fights on every single competition that he goes into. I think he's probably had enough. And that's probably taking it out of him.
and I
Yeah, he probably
think
does need a rest because he's having to produce miracles every summer. Jose, moving on to true or false, what do you think about the following? I'm going to throw some questions at you. Rob Edwards will be the manager of the season if Luton stay up.
false. Obviously, it will be a good job. It will be a good job, but no manager of this one. Come on.
No.
What do you think? What do you think?
No. I mean, look, fair play to him. He's doing a really good job, but he can't win manager of the season just for staying in the Premier League. Luton Town have come up and they've done a brilliant job. Fair play to him. I think he's
Yeah,
done well. And
yeah.
Luton are making it hard for teams to go and you go to Kenilworth Road and it's a proper fixture. I think they've, and he should be proud of that. He's brought in some good players. He's gelled a team together and they're fighting for each other. If they stay up, well done. Yeah, but that doesn't win you manager of the season. Come on, I mean, like manager of the season, it might if Liverpool win the league, and there's you could say Ange Postecoglou should win manager of the season if Spurs get in the top four. I mean, there's so many things you can say, that
No, I don't.
so
It's like you say. At the end, it has to be the one who wins, not the one who is. Obviously, if it's Luton Town and you finish in Europe, he could be a contender.
yeah, yeah, of
Obviously,
course,
but no, like
no.
Newcastle last
If
year.
they stay up, he's done his job.
Exactly, exactly. I agree. It cannot be.
Ross Barkley deserves an England recall. Don't know if you've been watching him at Luton. He has been in unbelievable form.
To be honest, I've been not watching enough to have an opinion about him. I know I
Oh,
love him
all right, well,
before,
I have. Yeah, yeah. Well, I've been
The,
watching him, and he's been unbelievable, Jose. He has been every week consistently the best player on the pitch. Now, I don't think he deserves an England call up though, because I think he's had his time, and I think that Gareth Southgate now has
how old
got
is he
so many
now?
good players to choose from. You're not going to bring Ross Barkley into the England squad to take over like Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, like
Yeah.
James Maddison, who's playing for Tottenham. You got all these players that like he's doing a really good job. Ross Barkley, he's playing good football for Luton. Do you know what I mean? Like he's doing a good job for them, and it's a little bit of a big step up asking someone to produce then on the biggest stage in the world for your country. Now he's done that in the past, Ross, and he's a really good player. But he's had his moment, he's had his time, he's found his form again, and he's found a lifeline. But that's where his level is. He's a really good Premier League player. He's being consistent, and he's helping Luton. Let's stop talking about England call-ups for him. Come on, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, well, like I said, I don't know enough because I didn't see him too much. He's a player that I always like, and you can see the talent was there. And he's been struggling maybe because he couldn't handle all that pressure and everything like that. Maybe it's the time that he feels the more comfortable with himself as well, and he's
Yeah,
showing everyone how good he can do. So,
yeah,
but like you say, play for England. When you play for Luton, well, you have to be Messi, Maradona, and Cristiano Ronaldo at the same time,
yeah.
to be able to go for England. And like you said, when you have Bellingham, Phil Foden, all these kind of guys.
Yeah. It's time for Marcus Rashford to leave Manchester United.
I think so. I think
Do
so.
you?
Yeah, I
Where's he
think
go?
he can go. Spain is difficult because of the money in Spain. Barcelona is struggling. Real Madrid has already Vinicius there, and they're gonna sign a world class forward, in my opinion, in the summer. I believe it's gonna be Mbappe, maybe not, but I think so. Uh, but in Italy, I can see him playing for Juventus, Inter, someone big, and change his scenario of being in Manchester because the reality, I love him. I think he has big qualities, but the reality is 26, 27 already, and
Yeah.
really he has one top season at Manchester. That's the truth. In 1 year, I think it was last year or the year before that he was scoring everything. He was really good. And I think
Yeah.
it's ju-
I'm not. I'm not sure.
I think it's his time. I think it's just he has enough. It's a very very difficult club to play for. You are English as well, and it's an English club. I think he just needs to change the scenario. I think he needs to go to. I think probably Italy will be the best scenario for him, or Bundesliga. You never know. In the Bundesliga, he can play as well. He
Yeah.
can play as
Yeah. I
well.
mean, if you go and Bayern Munich, it'd be unbelievable out there. Yeah, I'm sure he will. But I don't know. I just think he is Manchester United. He's come through the youth system. He's a big player for the team. He's let himself down with his actions. He's apologised. I think I don't think. And I don't think the players have got respect for Ten Hag. To do what he's done, it just shows a lack of respect. I don't think that means you've got to leave Manchester United because I don't think Ten Hag's going to be there that much longer anyway. I just think
Yeah.
you need to get the best out of Marcus Rashford by knowing how to deal with him, giving him the best platform to go and perform, and then you see a player who's unbelievable. When I watch him at the moment, I just don't feel like he's really enjoying playing for this manager. I just don't think
Yeah,
he
but
loves his.
but
I
for
just don't
me,
think he loves the game at the minute. And
For me, that's excuses. You play. I'm sure you play for managers that you either like. In
yeah,
any
pretty
way,
much all of them.
and you have to go out there and do your job. And then the manager is the club's decision, but you have to play for what you are paid for. To play at your best in your position. And I think it's a player that has a lot of qualities, but the reality, I can say one season in all the time that he's been at United, one season that he's been wow. And I don't remember if it was last year or the year
Nah,
before. I don't
he's
remember.
had a few big seasons, mate. He has had a few big seasons. Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah will both be at Liverpool next season.
Both? No, don't think so. Both. I don't know what you think. I don't think both of them will be.
I think Salah will go in the summer.
I think he's going to Saudi Arabia in the summer. I
Yeah,
think so.
I don't know why. I mean, look, just because money talks and they want him. Do you know what I mean? And they seem to get everything they want. I don't want to see him leave the Premier League. I think he's still got so much to offer. But when
Yeah,
that
I
sort of
agree.
money's going to come in for him and he's going to be the main guy out there, then you kind of feel like it's going to happen. But
But the reality, Jamie, already in the summer, when it's all that talk about, the reality is like why a team comes and already make an offer for you. It's because you already agree something with them. If not, they don't go to the club and make an offer.
yeah,
First of
well, I
all,
know, yeah,
they want to know if you are happy to come. If not, I'm not gonna
yeah,
go to the club and make an offer to lose my time. You understand?
yeah,
So I already believe that in the summer, if Liverpool will have let him go, he will have gone. And now with Klopp, is the perfect time for him. He said, "I've done everything. I won every single thing.
yeah,
I am one of the top scorers, in the Premier League, one of the top scorers of the Liverpool as well, a legend. He's won everything. Time to change. Go to Saudi
yeah,
Arabia, and he's gonna be bigger than Ronaldo even there. Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
My
yeah,
opinion.
yeah. No, he
He's got,
will. Yeah, he will. He will. He will.
so I agree with you. I think it is. I will be surprised if he continue, and I agree with you. I would love to see him more in the Premier League more years because I still believe that he can give so much. But I think he's leaving. Van Dijk he will stay. I think Van Dijk will
Mm.
stay.
What about Conor Bradley? Is he going to be in the starting lineup now for the rest of the season?
Well, if he keep playing like that, 100%. He's a kid that I actually met him last year when he played for Bolton because my father-in-law is a massive Bolton fan. Obviously my wife is from there, and he gave me a share from my father. Sign and everything, and you can see how he played in League One. And I remember when he came to Liverpool, my father-in-law even told me, say, "Look at this kid. He's really good." And I say, "To play for Liverpool?" And he say, "He has the characters." And he is very good offensively. And now you can see that go to Liverpool and Trent got injured, and all of a sudden you say, "Look, I'm gonna show you how good you are." And he's doing these kind of performances.
Yeah, he's
He
good, isn't he?
definitely deserves to start. And I think now what is gonna happen is Trent is gonna play as a number six. I think that's what is
Yeah,
gonna
put him in
happen.
midfield and he'll keep him in. That's what I think as well. I think he's shown enough to warrant staying in the team for the time being. Yeah, he's going to have moments where he might not be great, but yeah, I mean, what a young lad, what performances he's been putting in. Fair play to him. Right, Jose, we're going to play a bit of start, drop, or sell. Got three players: Martinelli, Diego Jota, and Darwin Núñez. I'll go first because I'm interested to see what you've got to say.
Okay.
I'm going to go with. I'm going to start Diego Jota. I'm going to
Good.
drop Darwin Núñez and I'm going to sell Martinelli. The reason I'm saying that is Martinelli, I think, not been great this season. I think he's a brilliant player. I really like him. But you've got to sell one of them. And for me, Núñez is absolutely brilliant. I love Núñez. He's all action. He hits the bar 10 times a game. Like, he's quick. He runs off the ball. He causes problems. Against Chelsea the other night, he absolutely run riot. I really like him. But the finished article and the one who puts the ball in the back of net week in, week out is a star player is Diego Jota. Diego
Yeah.
Jota is absolutely brilliant. He's got everything. He's clever on the ball. He's good in the air and he only looks like he's 5'6". He's got pace. He brings players into play. He can play as a number 10. So for him, he has to be the starter. Núñez, I really like. Martinelli's fallen off this season. I've been disappointed.
Yeah. I feel that I don't know if I love Nunez. Obviously, he's playing week in, week out. Like you say, I can see him being the number nine of Liverpool for 10 years. It's just, I play there, like, obviously with Luis. I play there even with Sturridge. He got very injury prone, but even with Sturridge, I think all these players, I believe they are better than Nunez, in my opinion. I really believe, obviously, Suarez for sure, but Sturridge as well. I like Sturridge a
So
lot. Then, obviously,
are you selling Núñez?
I'm selling Nunez, yeah. I love Martinelli as well. And I love Nunez, but I think in a top team, the way, high pressing team, any team that play high pressing intensity, I think he's adapting very well to Klopp's system. But every week is missed. Like you said, yeah, then you have to have the chances. Yeah, but every week is missing them. And you have the whole Liverpool fans with you. They are on your side. If he was at Manchester United, he will be out already. They will be killing him. That's the truth. Liverpool is different, and they are supporting him in the third goal. In the fourth, I think it was, where he gives the assist. Instead of singing
Yeah.
Luis Diaz, they were singing his name, supporting him, because he gives the assist. So you can see how much support. And even then, he's not able to put the top numbers like Jota can do, like Suarez could do,
Oh.
like Sturridge did. I don't know.
Martinelli's not doing that though.
Eh?
Martinelli's not doing that this season. He's been terrible.
But in general, this season, I agree with you. This season, I agree. I think you need to sell Martinelli
I'd rather
because he's not
Nunes.
here.
I think Nunes has got more to his game than Martinelli. Jose, games at the weekend coming up. Let's talk about Everton v Spurs. What was your reaction to the Brentford players doing the old James Maddison darts celebration over him? Neil Maupay. He was looking for a nibble, wasn't he, Maupay? And Maddison's giving one. But it kind of just, a bit of banter. I didn't mind it. I was like, you have a bit of banter. And it kind of got a little bit nasty in the end, and they ended up having a row over it. And I don't know if you've seen their tweets afterwards. They've both really gone in. And Maddison said, well, he don't score enough goals, so he's had to nick my celebration. I thought, it's savage. It's savage from Maddison.
I think that's too far. But on the game, on the game, you talk to each other, and maybe they actually say some things between each other before that happens, and doing it. I agree. I think it's not respectful. Yeah, I think he's doing it obviously to warm him up, but I like that.
Yeah, but come on, it's shithousery, isn't it? I mean, we love a bit of shithousery in football.
I like
That's
that.
what he wants to do. He wants to wind you up. The best thing that happened was it went straight back in his face. Spurs won 3-2, and Maddison's involved in the goals. Simple as just all right. Here's the middle finger back to your Maupay. Off your pot, back to Brentford. I like it. I think he's good.
I like that. Obviously, it's no respect on that from him. No, but at the same time, I like that. And actually, I think he played probably Madison played even better because he said, "Now I'm gonna kill you," on the pitch.
Yeah, he did. Second half.
I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you.
Yeah, he did. So I think they're all too pally, all these footballers now, mate. When we played Jose, I'd know you and I might see you out and I'd say hello. I weren't mates with you. Do you know what I mean? And when we played against each other, we weren't pals. I feel like now, all footballers, they're all like mates. I went out the other week. I see them out. 3 different players from 3 different teams hanging out with each other. I'm thinking, how does that make sense? They don't even play for the international team together. One of them plays for Scotland, one of them plays for England. I'm thinking, how are you even mates?
Yeah, but
I don't get it.
Listen, but imagine
weird.
there are three Spanish, or 3 Brazilians, or 3. You're in another country.
Yeah, but
maybe you live.
One of them's Scottish, one of them's English. I'm seeing them out. They don't even play for the same team. They're all two mates. They're all pals now. I'm like, no, give me a bit of shithousery. Give me Neil Maupay. That's what I want. Give me shithousery every week. That's what I want to see. I want to see them shaking hands after the game, hugging each other, changing shirts. Fuck off. Premier League. Go smash someone.
I agree with you on the pitch, yes. But off the pitch, I don't see anything bad to have friends in another club.
Mate, you're all ships in the night, mate. Come on. Footballers are ships in the night. How many footballers do you hang about with?
When I was there in Liverpool, a lot.
Yeah, but do you still speak to them? Do you hang about with them now? Do you see them?
No.
Exactly. Ships in the night. That's what they are. They're mates for a time period when you're out there. They're not your mate. They're not your real mate. You're not your mates you grew up with. You're not your mates you phone up when you're on your arse.
Yeah, but
they're your mates and you play football with each other. Like you say hello, you see them out, whatever. That's what footballers are. They're ships in the night. Very few footballers are proper best mates.
Yeah,
hardly any.
I agree. But as well, you have to agree. I believe that many of the teammates that I have, for example, or you have, they are from other countries, so it's very difficult to keep that friendship. Imagine, I don't know, to put you an example, Luis Suarez, for example, was from Valencia. I'm sure we will see each other. You understand? Obviously, he's fucking Uruguay.
I don't even know who the fuck you are, Jose. What are you talking about? He can't even remember you. Is that what?
I,
Did we play together?
I
Yeah, did
actually,
we?
I
I don't
actually,
know.
I actually spoke to him not long ago, but I put Luis to put Luis, Sturridge, for example, is a good friend, Colo Toure, but like you say, I agree with you. When you finish playing, the contact, you lose it with 99% of the players. That's the truth.
Yeah,
That's how
yeah.
it is. But
You
we are
still see
from
them and say
different
hello,
countries.
but you're not going to phone them up in your hour of need, are you? I just think
Yeah.
they're all too nice, mate. They're all too pals. Like, go,
You
go
need to
and win a
enjoy.
football match. Go
You
and win
need
a
to
football
enjoy.
match. Give it to them. Have a bit of housery. Do what you've got to do. Like, we'll speak to you after the game and go
You
and have
can
a
do you
beer. What are
can
you
you
talking
can do
about?
you can do both. You can kill each other in the game and then go out and then have a drink.
I don't know if you can.
I think you can.
Spurs are going well. I think this is actually going to be an even game. Everton Spurs. I think Everton need a result. They're desperate for results now because they've dropped into the bottom three. But I'm actually going to go for a draw. I think we'll draw it. I don't think we'll win this game. I think we'll go. I'll take a draw because I think it's a difficult fixture because
Why you
Everton are
think?
in.
But
Well, I
why?
just think
Because you
Everton
don't
are
have
in
Son.
trouble.
Yeah, and why you
Yeah,
don't
we ain't
have
got Son. We still look a little bit off the pace. We made some changes. We was at home the other day against Brentford. We were really poor in the first half. Brennan Johnson come on at half time, and he's been terrible, Brennan Johnson, but he comes on actually made a difference. And that's what I think he's good at. Being like Brennan Johnson for me is an impact player. He comes on, brings them on when we need, when we need a lift. But starting him, he's not consistent enough. And I just think there's still players not consistent enough. Bentancur still looks a little bit off it. Skip, I thought, was poor the other night. Maddison was actually a little bit rusty until, he got into it in the second half. I just think this is a game where Everton are not, they're no mugs, Everton. They're a good side and they need a result. That's why I'm going to say I think I'll take a draw from this one and get back and play some home games.
I
What
think
about
to
Arsenal Liverpool though, mate? Arsenal Liverpool is a huge game. This is the big moment. Your team coming up against Arsenal. If you get through this and you put in a proper big performance, I'd go far to say I think you're going to win the league.
I'm not sorry winning the league because it's still far away. You need to still play against City, but I'm pretty confident, with the team how they look yesterday against Chelsea. It's true that Chelsea's not been looking good at all. Yesterday they were horrible as well. They were really poor yesterday.
Oh, they're
Uh,
terrible, mate.
they were
Terrible.
terrible. They were terrible yesterday. But they are terrible as well because they were terrible, but at the same time because of Liverpool made them terrible, even more terrible. That they already been this season. So I think it's gonna be a very nice game to play because, Arteta play offensive. He doesn't care about who he plays against. Klopp exactly the same. So I think it's gonna be a lot of intensity game and nice game to watch. And I actually agree with you. I think it's a big chance if they win this game. It's still a long season, but it put them even more like Arsenal out of the race. Put them more with,
Yeah,
okay, it's going to be between Liverpool and City. So
yeah.
I think it's a massive chance for Liverpool to say, okay, listen, Arsenal, we are Liverpool, we are here. So I actually think Liverpool is going to win. I really believe they're going to win the game.
It's a big game. It's a massive moment for him. I really is. I think it's going to be. I'm going to go. I think a draw again. I'm going to sit on the fence this week. I don't know why, but I just think it's going to be a draw. Jose, let's do some match predictions though. Win, lose or draw. You know the deal now. Everton v Spurs.
Bro, I'm going to go with you.
Yeah, I'm going to go draw. Brighton v Palace. I'm going to go Brighton win. They can't put in another stinking performance.
Yeah, they were really, wow, 4-0, were they? Yeah, I think Brighton wins as well. At home as well, yeah.
Burnley v Fulham. I'm going to go.
I'm going to go Fulham.
I'm going to go draw. I'm going to go draw. Newcastle Luton. I'm going to go Newcastle win.
Newcastle, yeah.
Sheffield United v Aston Villa. I'm going to go Aston Villa win.
Aston Villa win. I think so. Yeah.
Bournemouth v Nottingham Forest. Big game. I'm going to go Bournemouth win.
I think it's going to be a tough one, eh? I think it's going to be a good game actually to watch. I think it's going to be a good game.
I can't see Nottingham Forest winning it.
No, but I think they can get something from it. I'm going to go for a draw in this game.
Okay. Chelsea v Wolves. Jeez.
With Chelsea, but Wolves, actually, they're a good side. I'm telling you.
I know, mate. I know.
Wow.
I'm going to go draw. I'm going
I'm
to go
gonna
draw.
go draw as well. Actually, I'm not going for a win for Wolves because Chelsea's playing at home. That's the only reason. And I think Chelsea now, after losing against Liverpool, that's why I believe they should win this. But like I say, I go for a draw. I agree with you.
Yeah. Man United, West Ham.
It's just Manchester United when they play at home. It's a lot of pressure for them. I think.
Yeah, I know. I think Man United are going to win. They got to win. They can't. If they get beat by West Ham, it's like that's a sackable offence in my opinion. Like you're ninth in the table, you get beat by West Ham and a sixth. Like, come on, you can't lose this game.
I think they're gonna draw. They're gonna draw or lose. But I'm gonna go for a draw.
Right. Arsenal, Liverpool. I'm going for a draw. Yeah, I'm going for a draw. And then Brentford v Man City. I'm going to go Man City win.
Manchester City win.
Jose, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for watching us this week's episode of The Counter Attack. We'll see you next week.